This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the morning of Friday, February 28th, 2025. I'm Alex Brown. Indianapolis-based Republic Airways and Muncie-based Accutex Systems both earned Tech Company of the Year honors last night at TechPoint's 2025 Mira Awards Gala, which recognized 20 winners from around the state. The Mira Awards program, now in its 26th year, celebrates achievements in Indiana's tech sector. Republic was named Tech Company of the Year among companies with more than 500 employees. The airline has developed in-house technology to improve its operations, which has allowed it to plan flights more precisely and reduce the amount of fuel its aircraft carry per flight. Accutex Systems, which provides software platforms to financial planners and trust and wealth management institutions, earned the Tech Company of the Year honor in the category of companies with fewer than 500 employees. Indianapolis-based medical technology company Precision Care Technologies has selected Jennifer Holmes to serve as CEO. Holmes most recently served as CEO of Rehab Boost in Miami, Florida, which was acquired last October. Precision Care Technologies is continuing to develop its quantifiable soft tissue manipulation system, which aims to help physical therapists, chiropractors, and rehabilitation specialists provide more consistent treatment of musculoskeletal injuries. The Klangers Group, a civil engineering, surveying, and landscape architecture firm headquartered near Cincinnati, has expanded with a new office in Indianapolis. The firm said the $500,000 investment in the new office is part of a long-term growth strategy to enhance its Midwest footprint. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
To succeed, you need to stay informed. You need to be engaged. And let's face it, you need to set yourself apart from the rest by connecting with a company that brings you the best. Because in today's environment, business is an ever-moving target, and we'll help you chase it. IBJ Media. The best of business is in us. Get started at ibjmedia.com/youngprofessional.
Governor Mike Braun signed a pair of executive orders Thursday that he hopes will curb the amount of time Hoosiers spend receiving unemployment insurance benefits and root out misuse of the system.
For eligible Hoosiers on unemployment, Braun said he wants the state's unemployment program to provide more job assistance support and become a, quote, springboard for opportunity. Currently, the state's unemployment rate is 4.5%, which is higher than the national average of 4.1%. At the close of last year, the Department of Workforce Development reported nearly 25,000 continued unemployment insurance claims were filed. One of the executive orders prompts the DWD to review how it interacts with unemployed Hoosiers in its system. Braun is ordering the agency to make its first job search contact with recipients within the first week of enrollment, install additional work search requirements, and increase agency oversight of a person's job search activities. Braun did not provide how many Hoosiers may be impacted by requiring more work search activities, but said, quote, it's not going to be a huge number, end quote. As for fraud, Braun directs the DWD to audit its systems to verify and cross-check applicants' eligibility, investigate claims stemming from one IP address or bank account, and any other measures needed to limit overpayment. Indiana's rate of improper unemployment payments is 8.05%, which is one of the lowest in the country, according to the U.S. Department of Labor data. Braun said he expects, quote, a decent number of fraud cases to be identified. He estimated $55 million in overpayments or fraudulent payments were made in the last 3 years. I'm Mark Mazurek for Inside Indiana Business Radio.
The Indiana Supreme Court is punishing Lake Superior Court Judge Calvin Hawkins with a 30-day unpaid suspension for repeatedly sexually harassing court employees over his 18-year tenure on the bench. While Justices Mark Massa, Jeffrey Slaughter, and Derek Moulter concurred in the discipline, Chief Justice Loretta Rush and Justice Christopher Goff dissented, believing Hawkins should be removed from office due to his repeated acts of sexual harassment in the workplace. The Indiana Commission on Judicial Qualifications charged Hawkins with judicial misconduct in December for repeated sexual harassment of at least 4 court staff members. Hawkins agreed that the interactions reported to the Disciplinary Commission constituted harassment, and in his March 2024 deposition, he acknowledged that his unwelcome physical contact with court staff had a negative effect on the integrity of the judiciary. Hawkins' suspension begins March 31st and will end on April 30th. Bloomington Mayor Kerry Thompson is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, and entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.